Hello, good morning. I am so excited because I just got my brand new planner. I don't know about you, but I feel like whenever I get to the end of another planner, I just get so excited about getting the next planner that I've like bought it a month before the other one's up. So today, my first day planning in my new planner, and isn't the color just gorgeous? I mean, I love a good periwinkle. I feel like this reminds me of hydrangeas and like the month of June. I'm obsessed. And the size of it, I'm like, I can fill my whole life in here easily. So today we're gonna go through my planning routine for each month, but this month, since it's July, we're gonna plan for the month of July. To start off, I actually don't just jump right into my planner. I do a lot of planning on my laptop, on my Notion page, and I'll show you through all of the different aspects of that, because I feel like sometimes this is just me, but I'm pretty sure if you're a planner person, you know what I mean. You want your planner to be cute, and sometimes I feel like if I just go in and write everything in right away, then it's gonna be a mess and it's not gonna be cute, and I don't wanna live like that. Why should you have to? So I feel like on the computer I can plan a couple things more in depth, and I can kind of move things around, and it can be a little bit messy at first. I can clean it up, and then I transfer things to my physical planner at the end, and I just kind of use my digital and my paper versions for different things. So the first thing I like to do when I am planning is to go over my goals for the year. I feel like sometimes we talk about New Year's resolutions and trying to do these goals, but then we never like check in with our goals. And I feel like the first planning session of the month is a perfect time to go in and look at those things. So that's the first thing I like to do, especially with July. We're like halfway through the year. So there could be no better time. So I like to look through my goals and see, what am I doing to work towards these goals? What is working, what's not working? What do I still need to do to accomplish these goals? And I have picked a word for this year that I'm just focusing on a lot, and my word is capacity. I just want to be able to do more, not in a sense of I need to do everything all the time, but just that I know I have a lot of potential and I want to reach my potential. But in order to reach my potential, I have to be able to have the capacity to handle certain things. That is like one of my big goals. So then, as you can see, I'm scrolling down. I have my year at a glance and I have my monthly spreads. So I'm going to go ahead and click on July. I have this spread and I have like a monthly reset checklist that I don't know, I like it, but I think it's gonna need some fine tuning. And that's one of the biggest things I feel like with routines. I am constantly trying to find better ways of doing things or to find new elements to add into my routine. So this is a work in progress. Are you making an appearance? Or now you're hiding? He's so sweet, but he's a big baby. But like I said, I have goals for the month. My goals for this month are, I just want to be able to jump back into YouTube and kind of just put more effort and attention and focus and just get into a routine with that. So that's my first goal this month. I just applied to medical school, and so I have to do a bunch of secondary applications this month. So my goal is to get on top of those quickly so that way I can submit them faster. This month is my husband and I's first year anniversary, so I really just want to put a lot of focus and energy into my marriage this month and just plan and prepare for our anniversary trip and just make it be a really special month for us to remember and celebrate. And then my last goal is we are going to be moving at the end of this month. And so I need to get stuff together for that. I have key events, so if I know something's happening, I can keep track of it at a quick glance. For key events this month, I wrote the dates of when things are when like things start, because some things go a little bit longer. People to contact, I feel like it's really easy to lose touch with people. Since I got married and I moved to Texas, I had to create all my new friends here, but I still want to keep in touch with my old friends from college and from back home, and like my grandma, you know, all of my grandmas, because they're the best. So I feel like it's easy to just go through life and forget that you have friends or family in other places. So I think it's really important to kind of make a list of like, okay, who haven't I talked to in a while that I want to catch up with? I also have birthdays on here because there's so many birthdays. In July, my family has like more than half the month filled with birthdays. So I don't want to miss anybody's birthday. And then at the end, I find that I have all these big picture things I want to get done. So I kind of have it grouped into different categories, and I'll see, okay, what do I need to get done this month? So I need to schedule a procedure. I need to prepare for our trip. I need to get ready for our move. So I need to do all these things for our move. I'm helping with my friend's baptism, so I need to get that ready. I'm doing my medical school application, so I have to get all the little bits and pieces of that together. So I put them on there, and then once I put them on there, I go down here to my deadline section, and this is kind of where I plug everything in to which week it needs to get accomplished by, because this helps me to plan during my weeks what needs to get done that week, if that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and plug those in and kind of show you how I prioritize those things. So then once I've gotten that complete, then you can see on here that I have my weekly spreads. I can see that I need to schedule this procedure next week. So then when I hit week 1, I'm gonna go into it, and that's going to be one of my to-dos this week. So I can just automatically like go ahead and plug it in, or when I come back to plan my week, I can just refer back to the monthly spread and see, okay, I need to put these on my to-do list. This is probably what I'm going to do. So now I've kind of got my week at a glance. I can see, okay, here's some big picture puzzle pieces. And that's one of the most important things I find with planning. You know, sometimes we're so stuck on the little, like, minute details that we forget that the overall planning can help us break down tasks and check in on deadlines so much easier to really like space things out. So that way we're not so bogged down one week. It just gives that overview to make things seem a little bit more simple. Now that we've done all of this, I am going to transition into writing things into my planner, which I'm so excited about. So excited. I love a new planner. Now that I have gotten everything planned in my computer, I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into my planner. So the next thing that I'm going to put in here is I have this very handy dandy like little like notes and to-dos on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and write in kind of those big picture things that I had put on my Notion page. I'm going to put into here as well. Alright, so since I finished that just now, it's all there, but I think it needs a little color. And I think what I'm going to do is I kind of had those breakdown of topics, so I like personal, professional development, administrative, and church. So I think I'm going to break down 4 colors to kind of color coordinate it all. So I talk about, like, this is literally what good planning is: evaluating, seeing what's working, and I feel like every month it'll just be a little bit different as I fine tune what routine and what process works best for me. I can tell that the 3rd week of July is a really busy week, so I'm going to try to front load some of the things I have to get done to the first 2 weeks of July when I'm much more free. I mean, this is the first month. Colin Firth? Yes. And so that's just kind of how I'm planning right now with my monthly routine. Thanks so much for watching my video about how I do my monthly planning routine. I hope you found a couple tips or tricks that were helpful for you to focus and prioritize what you need to get done this month, and that you can have a smooth and organized and productive July. Well, hopefully that was helpful for you. Helpful. Whoa. We've got some movement in the cabin.